2014, I was staying at a super long-term residential rehab. It was a 9-month program, and the reason I was in a 9-month program is because the 4-month program and the 6-month program wasn't enough, and I could not stop using. I could not stop shooting heroin, and I could not stop shooting meth, and I'd been homeless for a long time. I hadn't had a job in years. So I'm in this long-term facility, and my dad came to visit me from Georgia, and he took me to get a milkshake. Always would take me to get a milkshake, which was super sweet, but it also always kind of like broke my heart because I thought, you still see me as like your innocent daughter who you would buy a milkshake, but I'm like a 35-year-old junkie is the reality, but I appreciate it. We get this milkshake and we're walking along the boardwalk, and I heard myself saying to him, well, you know, I think when I get out, I want to do like fitness with people that are in recovery, you know, fitness for people maybe in rehab. And as I was talking, I heard myself say that, and I remember thinking, shut the fuck up. What are you saying right now? You're not going to do any of that. You're such a loser. This is embarrassing. You're selling this man on this dream. You're not going to do any of that. You're a homeless person. You're not going to do any of that. Dad, of course, was like, okay, you know, yeah. Like, I don't know what he actually thought, but to me, he was, you know, polite. This past Saturday at my studio where I teach and where I'm the GM, we hosted the Phoenix. I don't know if you guys know what the Phoenix is, a free fitness, sober community. So you can download the app. This is not sponsored by them. I'm not connected with them. It's a free fitness app, and you can download it and sign up for like pickleball and like hiking and taking a spin class, and it's all free. We had arranged to do this dry January spin class. On Saturday, I remembered that moment with my dad. And I thought, holy shit, I did it. I am doing fitness for people in recovery. Like, I did it. I did do it. And few reasons why I wanted to share that. I wish I could go back and tell her, finish your sentence. Finish your sentence with confidence. Don't trail off. You could do that. I can't, but I can tell you guys. Y'all, I had some good ideas in sober living, and I dismissed them all because I remember thinking, you're in sober living, how could you know anything? You might be getting the idea right now for the rest of your life. Don't dismiss it. You can actually do all the things you want to do. Please don't put that stuff aside because of your current station in life, right? If we stay clean, if we stay sober, if we do all the things, if we do the work, we can do anything, not to sound like a cliche, but that is my experience. And the other reason I wanted to share is that, you know, I've been teaching for a long time, and sometimes I can get burned out, and I get burned out with all my social media stuff. And when I remembered that moment, and it allowed me to slip into a space of how far I have come versus how far I have left to go. Because the night before, I was getting all bummed out about recovery stuff and like comparing myself to other people and thinking like, what am I even doing? And in that moment, what was happening is I was connecting to my purpose. When we can connect to a higher purpose, a why behind what we're doing, it allows me to teach a second spin class back to back. It allows me to record another thing. So when we can tap into a higher purpose, which is our why, it gives us that inspiration and that motivation and that little boost of energy to keep going. So if any of you are feeling burned out in any area of your life, can you tap into your greater purpose? Why am I doing this? Why did I show up to take this class at 6 a.m? Why am I signing up for school again as an adult and taking classes when it's hard? What is your greater purpose? And allow that to give you a little extra inspiration. And if you're in sober living, man, believe in yourself. Like I said, I had some really good ideas, and I was like, what the fuck do you know? You're in sober living. Like a lot. I knew a lot. So anyways, if you've got some good ideas, like go with